6 foot,
Coach Lenny,
76
what's going
inch
on?
reach.
What's good? What's good? What's good?
How are you,
Can you
man? We
hear me?
appreciate we hear you perfectly. We appreciate you taking out the time to jump on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Coach Lenny Wilson, the trainer and coach of Richardson Hitchins. And obviously, they have a big assignment. They will be taking on Jose Chong Zepeda September 23rd, Orlando. Coach, what can you
Yes,
tell
sir.
us?
I mean, what you want to know? I mean, we glad to make the step up fight. I think we will be fighting for the WBC silver lightweight title, along with the IBF national. I forget the IBF something, but so it's a great opportunity, and we're looking forward to being very, very successful on that night. That night is September 23rd, 2023.
How difficult was it for you and your fighter to shift from training and focusing on Montana Love and having that postponement and it's back on, it might be on, and now to switch to a completely different opponent?
I mean, we transitioned very well, but it was just, we really wanted that fight. It was a lot of hype behind it and everything. So it was a fight that we really wanted. But despite it, we transitioned well. It wasn't the first time that Montana decided not to want to fight us. When we was with Mayweather Promotions, we were supposed to fight him, and he came up with an excuse about he needed 5 more weeks, and it didn't fall through. So now once we got with the zone, we wanted the same fight. And again, he claimed he had an injury to his rib. So that fell through. And we was preparing for it. But it didn't change nothing in the training regimen because we still got a southpaw.
Co-
So we're
Co-
prepared.
Coach Lenny, why couldn't that fight get rescheduled if Montana is out here calling out fighters
He
now?
calling out for a Ryan fight.
I don't know, man. Is that you have to ask Montana Love that question? Like we was ready, we ready to go. We was ready to go at that time, both times, in fact. And he just don't want to fight. That's the only way I can see it. He just don't want to fight. There was a lot of hoopla behind it and everything. And for some strange reason, and from what I understand, the zone told him if he didn't take the fight, they was going to drop him. So again, you have to ask Montana that why he didn't want to fight.
So, Coach, obviously you guys are taking on Chon Cepeda, Jose
Right.
Cepeda. People arguably thought he beat Ramirez. He just was lost in a title shot, 11th round knockout to the hands of Regis Prograis. Um,
Right.
but it's a southpaw. You were already training for a southpaw. Montana could be considered quote unquote slicker, but it's still a southpaw. So does that change things much, or it's a
No,
completely
not
different style because of the way the Cepeda fights?
well, it's a completely different style, you know. Um uh Zepeda, he's a bigger puncher than Montana. I mean, I believe that the advantages are still there despite, the change and everything, because like I said, we prepared for this. I watched Zepeda along with the fight, and we saw what we could take apart, and that's what we're gonna do. So there's no big difference. We got to be prepared at all times. That's just boxing.
Do you expect the same exact level of composure out of your fighter that he demonstrated in that Wambauza fight? Because I was thoroughly impressed with his composure. It felt like he didn't overexert himself. He didn't throw unnecessary punches. He was just completely focused. It looked like a perfect performance. Can we
Right.
see that again?
You will see that. You will see that and more. I mean, um, I mean, Zepeda, like I said, he's a big puncher, and we prepared for it. So styles make fights, and I think that he's a perfect match up for Richardson Hitchins, just like Bowser was. This stuff is a long time coming. We've been wanting to do this for a long time. So to prove to the world that he deserved to be up there with the other top elite fighters. So
Now,
it won't make no difference.
like you said, this is for WBC silver. There's rumors heavy, not even rumors. There's heavy headlines that Devin Haney and Regis Prograis may be fighting.
Right.
Prominent is
I heard something like that, but I don't know what's going on with that because the last time I heard Regis Progress, he was complaining about the fact that the Haney's was pulling something off even after they signed the contract. So I don't know. You know, it'd be a good fight to watch. You know, it'd definitely be a good fight to watch.
well, hypothetically speaking, if that fight does happen, again, being in the business for this long, I don't assume Eddie's giving Devin a one fight deal,
Right,
which means that your fighter can get that second fight possibility because you're getting the silver. Devin,
right.
if he wins or Regis wins, is the WBC. So the obvious fight would be Hitchison next. I keep
Well,
saying Hitchison. Hitchins next. Would that be
Hitchins,
too much? Does he
not
need?
really, not
Is
really,
he ready
because
for a title shot?
hey, listen, Devin Haney and Richardson Hitchens, they came up together. They sparred a lot. They had got a lot of rounds in Brooklyn and the Mayweather's boxing gym. So I mean, if it come, it come. I'm sure that the preparation would be intensified, but but for the most part, I mean, they shared the ring before, so I don't think that it might be a fight that's very. I mean, Richards would want that fight, because he's accustomed and he know who he is. That's how that
Mm-hmm.
goes. So it wouldn't be like it'd be something great. You know, again, like I said, the preparation would be different.
Now,
'Cause
does the same apply to Regis? If he happens to win, would you still equally want that WBC title shot if he beats Devin?
of course, why not? Why not? There's a lot of advantages to that. I mean, I'm not taking nothing from Devin nor Regis Progress, but I know what my fighter can do and I know what he can't do. And he can definitely hang out with some of the best. So, again, it wouldn't be no difference. We just had to
What?
prepare differently.
Coach, for you as a trainer, obviously going and not overlooking Jose's Zepeda, but you guys are just coming off of preparing for Montana in the Southpaw. Before
Right.
that, you coming off preparing for Bowser in the Southpaw. You going into this fight preparing for Zepeda in the Southpaw. So for you right now as a trainer, would you look at it like, damn, we would almost want Regis next because we've been getting all these southpaws in, or do you think that the experience that Hitchins and Haney have in the ring would be better for y'all? Like, because right now I'm looking at it and it's like southpaw, southpaw, southpaw,
Yeah, we're gonna
and
be the Southpaw Assassins. That's it. They
what
keep
do you
throwing us all
attribute?
these Southpaws.
What do you attribute the composure that Richardson showed in the Bowser fight? We saw him go to Houston. We don't know how much if I believe they did share the ring, him and Shakur, but
Of
not
course.
sure how much. So from the
I-
outside looking in, we see he's out there and we like, oh shit, Shakur, the Shakur work helped him tremendously. What do
yeah.
you attribute it to?
The Shakur work helped them tremendously. It helped them prepare reflex wise, timing wise, different things like that. Like he's been sparring with Shakur since they've been kids. It's nothing new. When him and Shakur get in the ring, it's like you see two masters at work, two master boxers. So again, like they've been boxing since they've been kids, coming up through the ranks. So iron sharpens iron. And that's what happened when we went down. It sharpened him up more. He was prepared for the Bowser fight. He was composed. He went along to the game plan, and he did what he had to do. So I think the Shakur Stevenson work, helped out tremendously. And besides, it wasn't just Shakur. We travel all over getting different type of work from Washington, Philly, all over. So
Yeah, I heard you guys sparred Edwin de los Santos.
yeah, that was good work too. That
How
actually that was
good?
good work too. It was
How
excellent
good?
work. They was thinking that they were thinking this guy Della Santos was gonna knock Hitchins down and all this. It it was a different story.
Uh.
He had to, he had to, and see, and that work was good because it also gives you, because I would kind of liken Edwin to Zepeda. Zepeda. You
Mm-hmm.
see what I'm saying? Because they both are big punches. They both are big punches, and they come forward. So it all worked out. In fact, we're gonna go get that work again if the opportunity presents itself.
Coach, I know you don't work out at Gleason's.
Nah,
I know, but are you happy to see that they're getting a lot of attention? Like, what's my man name? Don't help me.
Scooby,
I was gonna
Scooby,
say, but I was gonna mention his trainer though. It's ooh, Lord, Don Saxby.
right,
And then Guzman is getting a lot of love now with the Charlo work.
right, right.
Uh and there's one other trainer out of there, the older gentleman. He's got
Oh,
that Puerto
cat,
Rican
cat.
girl. He got like a lazy eye. He big as hell though. He feel like he taller than me.
He got that
Old
Puerto Rican
dark skin.
girl.
Yeah, Puerto
Not
Rican.
cat, not cat. Is he talking about cat?
I don't know his name. He got low haircut like me. Oh, he got gray hair, but he feel like he hunched over, but he already tall in a motherfucker. But anyway, just asking if you know how you feel about New York getting some of that love now,
As,
some of that
as, as,
shine.
it's a good thing. It's a good thing. It was like that in the past, and now you just see it's coming back. I think Don Saxby doing a great job with Scooby. Um, I see Scooby evolving into that uh, excellent fighter. And Guzman. I worked with Guzman before with Raquel Les Pierre for
Hmm.
the region for what was the guy name? I forget the fight. That was during the pandemic. He's a great trainer. So so it's working out well for New York. New York is back on the map.
Coach, what's your thoughts on that potential fight with Shakur and Frank Martin?
That's going to be a good fight. That's going to be a good fight, but I don't think Frank Martin is going to be able to do too much with Shakur. Shakur, he has good ring IQ. He has good ring generalship. He knows his way around in the ring. He's a great defensive and offensive. I don't think Frank Martin. I mean, I think quite frankly, Frank Martin. That's the one that works with Derek James, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he's like up and coming fighter. I watched one of his fights or his last fight. I don't think he's going to be able to do too much to Shakur. I don't think so.
With that being said, should he not take it and De Los Santos be the guy? Would De Los Santos give Shakur a better fight?
Because Frank is ranked ahead of De Los Santos, so he got first option at it.
I
But
think, but I don't know how he got ranked so fast.
He
Was it
beat
because
Michelle
he?
Rivera. Michelle was highly ranked. He had been number one for like almost a year and some change, waiting on a tank fight he never got.
Hmm. Okay, so that's what it was. But well, like I said, I seen his last performance and I wasn't too impressed with
Mm.
Frank Martin. I don't think he can handle Shakur. You know,
But what about De Los Santos? Because the
I don't,
rumor is,
I'm not too familiar with De Los Santos.
I mean, you was shared the gym with him. That ain't enough.
Who is he? Who is it? I be forgetting
Edwin,
like who.
Edwin De Los
Oh,
Santos.
Edwin. Oh, the Evan Shakur is not the same weight, are
Yes,
they?
they
yes, they
are.
are.
135.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, because when he sparred Richardson, he would look like he appeared much heavy.
He
He-
135.
wow, that'd be that guy Edwin. That'd be a good fight for Shakur. That'll determine whether or not I believe Shakur should fight Tank Davis. And the reason why I say that
Oh
is
wow.
because I'm gonna tell you why. I said because Tank is a big puncher.
Mm-hmm.
Santos can punch. Edwin Santos can punch. He's a big puncher as well. And so if Shakur could take I mean, he's not as technical, and I don't think Santos is as like IQ wise better than Tank. But I'm just looking at the punch, because any fighter that can punch, he always got a puncher's chance, And if he can land a punch on Shakur and Shakur could take it, then that's good for Shakur if they decide to move forward and fight Tank Davis. So it would be a
How
good fight
how
for
good
Shakur.
is De Los Santos's trainer? I think it's Chelo,
Oh, Chelo.
because
I
he's
never
from
really,
ain't he from New York and got some?
yes,
Wasn't he in the Zab camp?
yeah, but I never really watched him train fighters.
Mm.
I never really watched him train fighters. You know, uh, yeah, I never really watched him train, so I can't really say how good of a fighter that he is. I just know that on the day when he fought with Hitchins, it wasn't. I mean, it didn't work out the way they thought it was going to work out. So
Mm. Well, Coach, I think those are all our questions. We do appreciate you coming on, man. We wish you and Richardson obviously the best in the Zepeda fight, and we look forward to getting you back on for the victory lap. If you
for
have any other
sure.
fighters that you are working with that we need to be paying attention to, please let us know now so we can try and
Right
follow.
now, right now, I'm working with an amateur fighter. His name is Anthony Tantillo. Um, the kid
Is
is
that Italian? Is that
yeah,
Italian?
he's Italian, and I've been working with him for like 2.5 years now. And the kid is going to be a force to reckon with.
How
You
old?
know, he's 20 now. He just turned 20.
Oh wow.
I'm
So
look
he
I'm looking about turning him pro, probably next year because I'm putting him in the quarterfinals right now, for the Olympics.
mm-hmm.
So depending whether he fit out or he don't, I think next year I'm looking to turn him pro because he put in work. He goes good. He can fight.
What
He
weight?
can fight. He's going to be a 139 pounder. He's going
And
to be
just for the
139.
world that doesn't know, you and Arliano Sosa brought up Hitchins from amateur to pro, so you've done this before. So if you see the
Right,
talent in an amateur, you've
right,
definitely cultivated a fighter from the beginning until
right.
the pros. So well,
So
we
yeah,
appreciate you, Coach. Man, if you can give out your social media for anybody that isn't following you, and also give out Anthony's if you know it, the
what is it?
Italian kid.
Tantillo. Anthony's is Tantillo Official. Tantillo Official at Gmail. I mean, I'm sorry, at Instagram. Instagram.
Instagram.
How you say it?
They about to email him now.
Yeah. Tantillo Official. That's his name. Tantillo Official on Instagram. And you can reach me at Coach Lenny underscore 100 rounds also on Instagram.
100 rounds. I need the science behind that.
Yeah, 100 rounds, just 100 RDZ.
No,
The
no, but
reason,
why? What's that
the
mean?
reason why is because I work hard.
Mm.
I work hard and I'm a non-stop worker. In fact, Tugun Monty Barrett, you remember Monty Barrett?
Yep, yep, yep.
He gave me that name. He started calling me 100 rounds because he saw I just work, nothing but crazy pad work, pushing fighters, to the limit, just pouring out that passion. So he started thinking, yo, I'm gonna start calling you 100 rounds, So I decided to take it and run with it. However, I got something else that I'm calling that's in the works, and it's called Boxicality. It's Boxicality. I'm gonna be coming out with sweatshirts, t-shirts, hats, and all that good stuff. And that's on Instagram as well at Boxicality. That's all it goes
Okay.
at Boxicality on Instagram.
Appreciate you, Coach. Man, best of luck with the clothing line, and we look forward to getting you back on or on closer to the fight.
Sure. I'll be here. I'm always for you, Ness. You're my man.
Appreciate you.
You
Thank you,
always
man.
looked out. You always looked out. All
All
right.
right.
Appreciate you, Coach Lenny.
Coach Lenny in the building.
What up, YouTube family? Don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Help us get to that 1 million subscribers. We're on the road to 1 million. And Obviously, we have other great content on our Patreon channel. So since this video is over, head on over to our Patreon and check out all the exclusive content or right here on our YouTube members.